Hello, my name is Abby, and I just want to talk and ask about like how's life for you guys? Is your life feeling well? Are you feeling good? Do you feel like it's a good life, that you're blessed, or you're feeling like distressed about many things? Well, you could comment that below, but for me, right now my life is a bit confusing. Of course, I don't, I don't know if I am really like distressed or I'm feeling okay about my life. For well, for this video, I just want to talk like my daily life, of course, so that I could just look back into this, use YouTube as my diary of life. So, in the future, I also want to, become really rich in the future. So I'm studying like online businesses, real estate, and stuff like that on my own right now. Well, I just want to talk about myself just so that you could have some context later, because if I don't talk about myself first, you won't understand like what do I say later. So ever since I'm a child, I have always been a curious, playful child. Actually, you could say I kind of matured late. That's what people said when they talk to me. It's because I'm not into the internet a lot before. I was not into the internet a lot. Oh, there's something in my hand. What is this? Wait. Let's see. Yeah. There was something in my like I was not really into the internet. So you could say that I am late to jokes, to music. I was very late. Actually, I did see, of course, my older sister and other people talk about internet and stuff, but I didn't. And I was I was really a fun kid. Like I was already enjoying my life a lot already, because I have really great parents. I come from a full Christian family, born again Christian family, and my parents are great as well. And ever since I was young, it was not really full of internet, so I was already having fun playing with people outside, just talking about our life here and there, like about the good things that we enjoy, that kind of stuff. And then as a child, there were times where like I get confused because like I do, of course, bad things, like I disobey my parents and stuff. So I still remember, some of those when they scold me, but I understand why they scold me. I truly understand it. But of course, as a child, one thing that I know, like maybe some people experience this, or like, do you have this kind of feeling where you always ask yourself, like, oh, what should I do to fix this? Oh, what should I do to stop this? Oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Okay, so actually, when I was young, I really did not like actually I of course get mad at my parents, but in the end of the day, I don't really blame them for the things they did because I understand them. But of course, later on, you understand a bit. But later on, I start getting mad that they don't understand and stuff. So when I was a kid, do you have these parents where like they will tell you like when they're like teaching you and then you just abruptly talk during them while they are teaching you? They will tell you like you should raise your hand and say, let me speak, like that. Because the reason why I talk back is because that there are times that they do get angry. They do get angry, and it's not my fault that they're angry about. Like I get the blame for no reason, that I did not do anything. So of course, as a child, I'll be like confused, like why I didn't do that, like that. And of course, at first, the parents will be alright about it, but then later on, they'll start to fight back. They'll start to say stuff like, they'll start to argue and be mad at you, and then when you talk back, they will be so mad at you. Well, of course, I have also good parents, especially my dad. So when I was a child, they did tell me that if we are, they will say like, if we are, mistaken or something, you should raise your hand, or like say properly about that you did this, that you didn't do this, and stuff like that. So of course, I really took that into mind. Like I really took that into mind, because I told myself, oh, if I, then I will not be blamed a lot anymore. So of course, there are times I did that already, but the times that when we keep repeating that already, that we will try to defend ourselves, it doesn't like, I think I started getting irritated a lot that they would keep blaming me, even though I keep repeating myself that I didn't do it. Though there are times that I actually did do it, then I of course understand why they did that. Maybe as a child I did not understand, but now I do understand why they did that. But I still remember some times where I didn't do it and I got blamed for it, even though I tell them that it's not me. So because of that, I felt that my voice was very weak that time. So I started raising my voice, because you could say that parents' voices are very loud than yours. As a kid, their voices are very loud. So why I started having this habit of speaking out loud is that I wanted them to hear my voice, because I felt like maybe they were listening when I was young, but for me as a child, I felt like they weren't listening to me at all. Like I felt like my voice was not loud enough for them to hear, because their voice is very loud, and I was just a child. I don't know if they could hear me or what. That saying like I didn't do this like that. So I started speaking out loud, and of course, that started becoming a habit to me, speaking out loud, because because I really feel like they couldn't hear me anymore. It's like, that feeling where you're in a big crowd, and then someone in front of them is talking bad stuff about something, and then you're like shocked about it, and then you try to speak out loud, but because of the whole crowd speaking all together and that person in front with his mic, they couldn't hear you. Then suddenly you shout so loud, and everyone suddenly started listening to you. Then you'll be like, oh, finally they're listening. But then those eyes started looking at you like, and then those people are gonna say like, who is this person? Like, why is she speaking out loud? What kind of person is she? Like, does she think that the world is like this? Does she like, what's wrong with her like that? It felt like that. It felt like, because as a child I wanted to stop getting hit. Of course, like, wait, this is not like super bad hit or anything. I have really also good parents, but like I get mad when I get accused for something I didn't do. So like I really wanted to stop feeling that way. Like, so I tried to find solutions as a child already, that what could make them not hit me or be mad at me. So of course the one solution is defending myself. It worked for some time, but it didn't anymore. The second solution is raising my voice so that they could hear me. It didn't work also. Like, it didn't work. I raised my hand also sometimes before, but then they got mad during those times when I raised my hand. Sometimes it was good, but later on it didn't help. So like I stopped doing that anymore, because like I remember getting hurt because of that also. So as a child, what you're gonna think like what, then you say like, what am I supposed to do then? What am I supposed to do? I would just say that I of course understand the mistakes I did. Shouting like that to my parents, when of course I know shouting is not good, but like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's like they can't hear me, like, it's like they can't hear me defend myself and stuff like that. And then they'll get mad when I defend myself, and then they'll just say that, just shut up and listen. That was the time when they said like, just quiet down, and just, there are times that you just, even though we are wrong. Actually, I spoke to them about this, about how I felt, And this time, you know what they said? They said that you should just, there are times that you should just be quiet. Even though we are wrong, just be quiet. I was actually pretty hurt when I heard that. I was like, be quiet? You're asking me, who's the one getting hurt, who didn't do anything, to stay quiet and just listen to you say mean stuff like, why did you do this, why did you do that, when I did nothing. I was very shocked when I first time heard that from them. I was like, then what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to stay quiet and then receive all that pain from your voice, from your words, from your lips? I was like, I was just shocked. Like, we watch movies, we watch good movies and learn about good stuff, that like about those who's able to speak out loud and talk about themselves, like, and then we learned about like you should speak out so that people can hear you, so that you will not be wrong, and then you guys are literally doing that. Like, what am I supposed to do? Actually, during that time, I actually was shocked, but I didn't listen to that for a while. But then, I'm this type of person who questions a lot. Like, to myself, like in my head, who questions a lot and actually loves to test myself. You could say I really test myself a lot in times. So that I could, like, I use myself as a test to see which one is the best, like, which one is the best solution to stop this, which one should I not do, should I do, so that it will stop. So when they told me to keep quiet, I actually tried that for some time, to keep quiet, actually many times, though there were some, it was like not in a row where like I'll keep quiet when they're mad, and the next time I don't keep quiet, next time I do it like that. But there were times that also, like, I did it in a long period where I kept quiet, letting them just speak that to me, and I'm just like, I'm I just felt hurt. I think for them maybe they are really happy, of course. Like, I'm not happy, but like, I don't know how they feel. Okay, I do not know how they feel. But maybe, maybe their child not speaking back when they speak like that put them at ease, maybe. But think about the child who is keeping quiet and just listening to you, or speaking mean things to you, with like, who's speaking mean things to you, and then you didn't do anything. Imagine you have to keep quiet of that many times in a row, and just hearing that awful words coming towards you. Like, do you think that, as that kind of kid, do you think you are able to keep that in? Do you think you will be able to keep it in? Will you be able to keep it in? Will you? Will you be able to keep quiet and letting them hear accusations, like them speaking mean words to you that you didn't even do anything? Will you be able to keep that in? Well, I couldn't during. So I couldn't. So of course, defending myself became a really huge habit, because I think you could say that I'm trying to also protect myself also. But this is how I question myself. You remember when I said I question myself a lot? This is how I question myself a lot every time I do a bad thing. When I do a bad thing, I'll be like, oh, I should do better. I should not do this. Remind myself. I should remember, Abby, do not do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. Next time, don't do this. Next time, don't do it. Wow, the rain really, really loves to also join with my emotions here. So like, a question like, if I do this, will this fix? If I don't do that, will it get better? If I don't do this, will everything fix? So in this video, I'm talking about my parents, but later on, I'm gonna talk about other stuff in other videos, like school, feeling, academics, feeling, and about also myself. And I'll just say, all in all, I don't hate my parents. I really don't hate my parents. I really don't. You could say I'm mad at myself a lot. I am really mad at myself a lot for many things I do. But it's just that it's very confusing already, because you could say that their words are conflicting. Like of course this will be in another video, but I'll just put it here so that you could understand it a bit. There's one time that they said when I was young that you should study very hard. You should you should get high grades. You should study. If you look, oh, you're not studying, you're not gonna have high grades. Oh, what's wrong with you, like that, and stuff like that. Like you should study like that. But then during that time, I showed them that I really don't need to school because it's business like that. But I'm still schooling, because I'm still schooling also, and like I showed that I'm not really interested in academics. Though in my junior high, in high school, I am top. I am one of the scholar students in my school, half scholar, and I still have like good grades, something like that, like still good grades. And then for that, like I was already okay with it, but like I wanted to see, because when I went to senior high, because after junior high you go to senior high then college, so I wanted to test a bit, like what if I try to become like really high grades, like high honors, like more than 95 grade, stuff like that. So I tried it in senior high. First time I got that, and I got high honors, and then got one, like the top in my class. And then the feeling when I got that, I was like, oh, it's like, I was like, okay, like I smiled, like, oh, it's good, but like I didn't expect, like I tried to strive, but I didn't expect that I would actually reach it and stuff like that. But I wanted to see my parents' reaction. It did not change actually, the reaction. There was a slight, I guess, but like it did not change a lot, the reaction about it. They're like, oh, I'm very proud, like that, but nothing super duper changed. It felt like a bit the same in terms. If I have to explain how my whole lifestyle is, it'll be long. So better check the other video if it will come out about my school stuff so that you could understand. But yeah, it didn't really exactly change much. And then after that, I got really tired about something with school, and then like yeah, I just got really tired. And then my parents started telling me like, we didn't force you to go to school, like to study very hard and be on top. I was like shocked, like, what do you mean you didn't tell me? Like it's like their words are conflicting. It's conflicting, and it's confusing. It starts to get so confusing to me. And then what you call that, like I got confused when they said that, because like they said they don't pressure me like that, but I know that they did, because later on they did not say that it's fine if you're not honor, but it's hard to remove that. It feels like I did not trust it when they said it, like when they said like, you don't have to be like honor and stuff. Before they actually said that before already, but it was hard to accept, like, are you sure, like, are you sure this is it alright? Because later on they would say like, oh, you're not studying, oh, what's wrong, you should study hard, do your stuff like that. Like of course I did my assignments like that, but they still kept saying like stuff. It's like stuff about school, and then like, and I got, it feels like pressuring, and then it's like conflicting. Like that's why I never trust, like I never feel like, am I really okay not to be scholar? Am I really okay if I don't get high? Is it okay if I just get around an 80 grade, an 85 grade? Is it okay? But it did not feel that. Of course, not only my parents, but also other people like my grandma, teachers, and stuff like that. Not only my parents, okay? So, but like, that's just an example to like conflicting words. Like, it just conflicts a lot. And then I would get super confused. And then of course, like I actually just did like a fight with them the other day. And then it's of course about school. Like I really got tired also, and actually during that time you could say that I really needed help. I cried a lot, I shouted a lot, I cried a lot, but I just couldn't say like, they started asking me like, give me two options, what do you want, give me two options, what do you want, like, even it, because like I transferred schools, so that could I transferred schools. I was trying like this big school, stuff like that, a really good school, and I just transferred to this school like that. It's okay, it's an okay school, but like I got really tired also, and then I was really happy in my past school. Yeah, and then my mom told me like, we kept, like, she started also a bit crying, and I felt really bad, like super bad, of course. Like I really felt bad for them also for that. And then she asked me like, even there you complain also, here you complain, and then what do you want? Actually we freeze that fight start for something little, but I think that little thing also, because I kept putting everything in many times, though there were times like I cry big, but like that was the first time that I was super in pain, because actually for the past few months I've been trying to, of course, feel like, make, like telling myself that in this new school, I'm like telling myself that, oh, like it's okay. Maybe there's God's purpose. There's a purpose that God wants me here. Maybe, and then I kept trying to find good things, happy things that I could do to ease that pain. Of course, like I tried to, of course, also study to remove that pain. Oh, it didn't really help a lot also studying. I tried doing, of course, things I like my hobbies and school. I, of course, try to balance it, but then there's another thing I want to do, which is studying, business and stuff, which is my own, because I didn't go to a like a business based class, because I wanted to learn business on my own and just taking another class for fun. So it took a lot of my time, business, hobbies, like writing, sports, and school. But the thing is that it started getting tiring, because like, because I tried actually to put aside my hobbies and business lessons at the side for school, and because I, of course, for my family and stuff, but then it started hurting me. And of course, like I'd watched many videos already, like students putting aside their fun just for this, for something they're not in love with, for something they don't find joy in, and then it hurts them a lot. They start to feel in pain, like they just find later on like, dang, I wish I did what I love to. That if you guys watch, like, for example, Love Next Door, yeah, that's one of the examples of videos and movies and dramas I've seen, where they had to put aside what they love just for other things, for other people to be happy, and it hurt them. And then of course me, and I'm the watcher, I'm like, don't be stupid, you have to also do things that we love. So of course I started to realize that I'm literally doing the stupid thing that actually other people are doing. And then I'm like, I need, like, what am I doing? Like, I have to, of course, do something I love too. So I went also back to my hobbies, plus sports, of course, and also learning business. And the problem with the learning business right now is that I have so small time with learning business, because of school as well and my other hobbies. Because learning of doing my hobbies, of course, is like easing the pain with school, because I get really tired with school. So I do hobbies and stuff to, of course, make me feel happy, like watching anime, writing, drawing. Like I do those to make me happy. And then because of that, like, I can't be consistent with my business lessons, even though I want to be rich as well. That's why I'm trying to do business lessons to be rich, so that I could escape this already. But it's just very hard because of, this pressure that's already planted in you when you're a kid. Like, of course, I didn't really feel that, but it started planting on me around elementary. So it's actually very hard for a person like me to escape that kind of life. It's just very hard. And right now, like, during that fight that we had, my mom said, like, I don't really believe it, but my mom said, like, just don't go to school. She just said that. And then when I heard that, when she said, just don't go to school, actually I felt, like happy, like cuz like that thing, that scenario, I never really gave it a heavy thought. Like, can I stop school? I asked myself, can I because then I started thinking, like, what can I do when I stop school? I could help my mom in her school, because she has a school, and I could, like, I could do, like, part-time help with the autistic kids, so I could earn money to fund my online business. I could do my hobbies like writing. I could do videos. I could do my business lessons. Like, I started thinking so many things I could do. And actually, during that time I was crying. I was just thinking, like, what if I didn't go to school? Like, can I really do that? I wanted to ask her, but I started asking again. I started asking, like, if I ask my mom, will she be alright? But if I don't ask my mom, will I be alright? If I ask my mom to stop school, maybe I'll actually have time to do what I want and actually heal myself, and then actually, reach my dream faster. But then I asked another question, like, but then what if, my mom would feel sad, my dad would feel sad, they would look weird, they would get mad at me, they would look weird on me. What if my teachers will feel this? What if my classmates feel like this? I just started asking many questions, like, should for me or for them? For me or for them? And if I do it for them, it also makes me happy, but what about me? You know? What what about me? I think maybe I'm assuming, but maybe they think that if I say this, like, what about me? What if they think that I'm just always thinking about myself? But I'm doing this because I also think about them too. And for me, I always want to help them with something I love to do, which is learning business, doing well in soccer or basketball. If I get prizes or number one in soccer or basketball, if become really rich in business, that would make me more proud and happy when I see them smile because of that. That will make me more happy than being top one in school in academics. No, that did not. Like, maybe it actually put a smile on their faces also for my grandma and other people. But it doesn't, also make me happy. Actually, I know, after also thinking about this, like, what if, of course, I try to balance and make also for me and my parents happy, but how could I? The things that I think that would make me and my family happy is learning business, but how could I do that? There's school. I can't escape it. I can't go back to being. I can't, like, try not go back, but, like, I cannot try to stop being top and then let the teachers, feel that way. Like, cause, like, in class, like, I don't have that attitude where I cannot do assignments and pass it on time. Cause, like, of course, I'm grateful for school, but because it teach me that kind of, stuff where I have to do things on time. I have to do it like that. Like, obviously, like, I would still do it because like it also helps me keep things like other hobbies that I do on time. That's one thing that I like with school because it taught me that that discipline. But how could like I escape that? Like I feel bad for the teachers as well. Like they're so kind. The teachers so kind. They teach me very well in my school right now. And imagine I just stopped doing that. Like I feel hurt too. Like and stuff. Like like it's confusing. Like but some of you may think this is weird when I say this. Like I also think that I am too kind and considerate. Oh, that sounds cringe. But like that's the thing. That's the thing. But that's also the thing. Like I think of others so much. Like, just for the teachers, just for a snack, just for a food, just for small things. I think so considerate so much about what small things also. If if I leave school right now, what will happen to that trailer that me and my classmates are making right now? What will happen if I leave? What will happen to the books, that book fair that me and my classmates are are doing for an assignment? What will happen to our research? What will happen? Like I feel bad also. Like but like what will happen to me, po? Like what will happen to me as well? Like I'm happy of course a bit, but like I'm so tired too. Like actually I'll just say this, that my classmates doesn't do a lot. They don't know a lot of things. Actually, just to say this, I'm not good at video editing. I am not good at like many things. I'm not that good at math. I'm not good at feature writing. I'm not good at journalism. I'm not good at talking. Like I'm not good in a lot of things. I am not good at it. But because I ended up in that school, I had to learn those things from the very beginning because none of my classmates can do it. And like of course I did learn new things and I'm happy for it. Like, oh, I learned something in it. That's how I thought of it. Like I have to think of something good. So when I learned that, I was like, oh, good Abby, you learned something new today. Be happy about it. And I'm happy about it. But then it just kept happening and happening that I got tired. Like I have to keep doing it because in my past school, all of us are very smart, and then me, I do things that I know what to do, and I do my absolute 100% at it. Like props making. Like right now, look, I made this. It's not the best. I'm not. When I say 100%, I would really actually redo this again. I would actually make this not look like this. I'm still gonna do paint. I would actually try to use something to make this smooth and stuff. Like, look, like I made. Look, also this. It's all cardboard and paint. It's a knife for our trailer, and then props is one of the things that I fell in love with during my past school. And then when they put me in props, I will work my 100 absolute best in this, like 100. And of course, because of the time, it's also exam week, I couldn't do my 100% of this because I have too much to do. Like I have to understand my health, also my body too. So like, but when I do something I love and I put 100% on it, and I finish it and I see people smile because of it, that makes me super duper happy. But don't when I don't do something I love, but I actually still put a lot of effort in it, I still do do stuff like that, like editing. I'm not really good at anything, but when I am put in charge of that, I would put so much work and effort to make it good. But I have to start from the beginning until I reach that good level. And then, but imagine I have to do that so many times in this new school because they don't know how to do it. It just becomes tiring. Like I could learn this later on and I'll have join it. But when it keeps piling and piling, it's just so tiring. Like, I don't know if I could handle it. Yeah. Like, like, but like I feel bad too. Like if I don't do it, like what will happen to my grades? If I don't do it, then I'll be okay. But then that expectation that's already planted in my first grading of school, in my first part of school where I'm already in the top honor, like what will teachers expect of me? Like that. If I could be free to do what I want and not care about what they think and just care about me and also making things that I love and making people happy with the things that I love, I would stop school right now. I would. But how could I? What could I do? What will happen to them if I don't do it? Like, what will happen to our videos? What will happen to our research? What will happen to my exam? It's because though they say that we don't pressure you anymore, but it was planted there. It's like planted since we were young. It's planted. How would a child feel when they grew up? I would just say that I'm very, very happy that I learned how to discipline many things. Like, not act like other people or students where like they don't really serious with school and then they'll just be absent a lot and stuff like that. Like, I don't like. Of course, them being absent, like, it's alright as long as they're doing something meaningful in their homes. But if they're not, that's just stupid. Like, I would be absent, but I would be learning a lot at my home. Other things that I think it's more that is meaningful than learning in school. I will do that. But then what could I do? I could leave if I want. I want to leave if I want. But what can I do? Like, that's why during our fight there, and just I think just yesterday, you could say I was really asking for help, but I couldn't say it with my voice. I was just like asking for help while I was crying in my head, like please help me decide. Just please help me. Just please say to me that you don't have to go to school. When I heard that you don't have to go to school, but of course I don't really believe it because maybe it's just during the spur of the moment when they're just mad. Like, I really want that, but I don't know. Like, to be honest, I really don't want to school. Actually, at the first, you could say that I lied to myself a lot to accept things. Because of course, they said like, it's your choice to make yourself happy. It's your choice. So I tried to make myself happy in the times where it's painful. But then doing that, it just added more pain. And I didn't realize how heavy it was until just yesterday. There was a lesson that we did, and then they asked me, "Do you have stress?" I said, "No, I don't have stress." You could say I don't have de-stress because there's two types of stress: eustress and de-stress. Eustress is the good one. I have eustress, but during that time I said I did not have stress, and then they were shocked because I told myself that, you could say I lied to myself that it's your choice to think of this as a bad thing. It's your choice to think of this as a pain. So I said that I didn't have stress because I don't want to think of all of these things as a pain. But because of that, it got heavy. You could say the pain I had got heavy. I didn't realize it got really heavy, starting to get very, very heavy, because I kept lying to myself to make things happy. But I think it was best to just say it, that you are in pain. Not like, that time where you always say like, "Oh, I'm always stressed. Oh, I'm always stressed," when you're just using it as an excuse. But me, I think in my situation, actually I understand for some people. when they say that, of course, they have stress and they're actually having stress, but people won't believe it because they think it's they are just using it as as an as an excuse. Actually, I understand that. I understand that. It's because we're already living in this type of world where some things they don't take seriously in anymore, like words like stress, because people use it as a joke, as an excuse, but it's actually the reason. And maybe during that time, I didn't want to use stress as an excuse, but actually, maybe it's really the reason why I'm feeling this. And I think it's best that you should talk to yourself or to God that is this really the reason why I'm feeling this? Like this all of this? Should I just take a stop? Should I stop doing it? I don't know. I don't know actually. Actually, while I'm talking to you guys like this, I'm like asking myself, can I stop? Can I go ask them right now to stop school? But then I'm afraid of their looks. I'm afraid what they will look at me. I'm afraid what they will feel. Because I keep saying that I will study so that I'll be rich. And I just want them to trust me that I could do it. You know? Like, I have cousins right now who are not schooling. They got rich through trading. I'm not into trading. Like, I do know it, but I'm not into trading. I'm into other stuff. Like, something business related. And they just looked free. For me, actually I was planning to become rich before I'm 18. And I'm already about to turn 18 this year. I wanted to be rich so that I could, of course, have lots of money, help the church here, help my family, but of course, go to a college in another city and live there on my own and work, also, of course, with my business and stuff. And actually go to college, maybe taking occupational therapist, which is for autism. But with that, like I'm just taking it for fun because here in the Philippines, you are really expected to go to college. Because I told my parents before that I don't want to go to college. I don't need to. But then they told me that we're in the Philippines. You need to have a college. You need to at least have something like that. And I think that school is just dragging me. It's dragging me. The pressure of being in school. It's hard. You know, I admire those who's able to step down from school and just start doing this. But how could I? You know, how could I? I don't think my parents would really kick me out. But you know, I feel a bit embarrassed too to kick out to get, stop at school also. Like I really want to stop at school, but of course there will be something like embarrassment you would feel, but how to how to remove that feeling though? Like of course I will feel that sometimes, but it's already like planted in you, you know? It's like planted in you. I just don't know. I don't know actually. I want to stop. I think I might say this as an excuse. You could say that I'm blaming them also, because I'm afraid that I would hate myself so much that it could potentially hurt me, really hurt me. Actually, before I thought of like it was not that really this like at that moment I really want to do it, but I thought of killing or suiciding, before during my junior high in grade 9. But of course, as a Christian, I did not. I just put that idea aside quickly, very, very quickly. And it was, like, because I'm a Christian, of course, there are things that I should not do, of course, and I should do. And it helps me also a lot. But in this moment, like, what should I do actually? God, what should I do? Should I think of myself a little bit? Or put myself aside first and others first? Or try to equal them maybe, but it still hurts. Like I know, like equal myself, like equal joy with me and for other people. It's literally just doing business, because doing business and then having lots of money and then being able to give it back to your parents, that would give me so much joy and also them joy. But doing school and trying to become top or still maintaining like that, it will make them happy but not me. If I become top and then they get happy, I'm not happy. It wasted my time. It wasted what I'm potentially supposed to do. Or I could go to school and do business, but how could I? I'm a person who actually does things. Seriously, especially if it's group works, if they can't do anything, I have to do it all. I have to do it. Though I tell the teacher that they didn't do it. But still I do everything, almost everything. Except those who are smart in my group, they actually do something. But not all of them knows how to do anything. So I have to do stuff. Like actually I am serious with assignments and schoolworks. It's already in me. Because of my past school, it's already in me, that discipline. And how could I do how do I do my hobbies, learning, business, doing school at the same time? That it's just so confusing. Like I question myself a lot. If I don't do this, if I don't do this, if I don't study for the exam, my parents will be mad. But if I don't study for the exam and I study for the things that I love, I will be happy and maybe be able to do progress to make them happy. But then they will feel mad. They will feel sad that I did not study. And they will say things like, why did you not study? What's wrong with you? Are you lazy? Or like that. You know? I don't expect a lot of people to watch this video. But actually, I know that there are some people who already has decision that can make decisions right away. Like for those people who dies already, don't do that. Actually, I'm still living until now thanks to the good people and God, of course, especially God. But what you're listening to right now is a person who's feeling all this, but also thinks of other people also, and also themselves. I'm thinking of myself and other people. But there has to be something which is a bit more than this. Actually, I also want to read the Bible. Actually, I'm delaying already reading the Bible, writing notes already because of lots of things going in my head. There are times that I do work like this, like making this also, but watching TV too, and it delays my time, and I know that. And they will say that, oh, the reason why they're mad is because you're watching TV while doing this. This delays your time. And then watching TV is one of the things, like watching what I like, is able to at least put me at peace too. Either I watch TV or write novels or do something else. If I'm not watching TV at that time, but I'm doing something on the tablet, I'm either doing my assignment plus writing at the same time. They don't know that because I'm in the tablet. But the reason I do that is because it puts me at, because it balances it for me. It puts me at ease that I'm still doing what I love while of course doing school. But the thing with me is that I have lots of things. I have lots of dreams, ambitions that makes me do a lot of things. And then and then do I really have to sacrifice doing the things I love for school? School that is wasting my time for this? Okay, I was talking about my parents in the first place, and now I'm talking a bit more about school, which is for another video. But yeah, this also connects with my parents too, because I think I love them so much as well. There are times that I get mad at them before I say I hate them when I was a child, but of course in the next day I really forget about it. But now I don't really say I hate them. I just say I'm mad at them. I'm super mad. What's wrong with them? But I don't hate them because that's my personality. I really don't hate them because I try to understand their side too. But it's just that, of course, they also don't think that I sometimes they don't think that I understand their side, but I actually really do. It's just that on the spur of that moment, I'm just really mad with a lot of things, and I'm just really like stressed about a lot of things. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? Can I have the like help? Help me, mom and dad. Help me, God. I think God already helped me a lot too. And what I should choose is, of course, doing something that I love, but of course, with the grace of God. So I don't think leaving school is a bad thing, also. Like, I don't think it is. Because I'm gonna be doing something I would love to do if I leave. If I leave school. But I just need help. Like, if I stop school, many people will look at me like that. But I really, of course, don't care. But there will, of course, be that feeling like, oh, they will look at me like that. They might assume that I left it. Actually, for me right now, maybe I could just push it off. But it's just that my parents, I just want them to be the one who will let me not go to school. I want it them because if I ask them, I'm too afraid. Of course, it's also exam week, and I have research. I have the video tomorrow. We don't have cloth for a video. I was supposed to buy today, but I couldn't. I slept a lot. I was able to have a really long sleep finally, because for the past few days I've been sleeping really late doing these activities. And of course, my health, I don't think it got better. My sports, I don't think my health, my my stamina will be there for soccer anymore. I don't think it's there. I think I need to exercise, but I can't. And then when I tell them to people that because of this, then they'll just say it's excuses, it's time management. So if I want to do my activities, do I really have to stop watching TV, doing things that I love at the side, learning business for school? You know? I really don't know. I'm able, I'm thankful to God because God is able to let me live until now. But the thing is that I want God to use me as a blessing for other people. And there are many things that I want to do, but I just need confirmation to my parents, like, let me leave, let me leave school. I can't say it to you, but help me. Help me, please. Like, help me, please. Just say to me in my face, don't go to school. Go help me here in this. Go help me teach these kids, these autistic kids. Go do what you want. Well, my mom said that, but I can't really trust it. You know, it doesn't feel real when she said it. Like, because it maybe just in the spur of the moment when she was mad, she said that. I don't know how to start it. Because if I just go back to my daily school again, start tomorrow morning, I was absent today. If I go back tomorrow school, doing it all over again, preparing for my exams this week, it will just repeat. You know? It will repeat. It will repeat. In the next few months, I will go on a breakdown again, and it will repeat. It will repeat. And then I know some people will say that it will happen because you said it. I did not say this last time when it happened. But I already know it will happen because it happened many times already. But it's just that yesterday was the worst one. What am I supposed to do? I want a little more of doing things I want. Is it being selfish or what? Am I being selfish or what? But it's not for me though. It's for them also. Being rich is also not for me. It's also for them. I want to support them. I want to make them happy with doing what I love, not doing what I do not love. But what do I do? I can't be serious with jump because of school. I watch TV. It's because it's like my free time to remove everything on my mind too. During times, I can't continue my writing. I have also online fun tournament I'm doing in a group. I'm doing online, but I couldn't really continue and help the team because of this. I can't really start my online business yet because of this. I'm just a talker saying that I'll reach it this year, but I'm not even really doing anything yet. I will say that I'll just stop watching TV. There are times I say I should stop watching TV and do this, but then because of that, I don't. It felt boring and tiring. I'll say I'll stop writing, then after that I felt really bad for my readers. There are stories that I was supposed to release this month because it was inspired by my classmate, but because of this I couldn't even upload it yet. There's a webtoon tournament I want to join, but I couldn't join it anymore because of this. There's drums I want to do for church and learn it, but I can't because of this. I want to exercise early in the morning, but I can't because I sleep late because of this. If I do all those stuff and leave school behind, what will they think? What would I do? Help, please. Mommy, daddy, help, please. Please speak to me calmly with a nice, happy face, with no anger, emotions in your voice telling me you can go. You cannot go to school. You may not go to school. Do what you love. I will support you. I will help you. Do what you love. That will make us proud. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to. Just make sure to do what you love. Do what you can. They told me that they will be happy when I become rich, but how could I? And there's so many things. I have so many things I love to do. So many plans I wanted to do. Maybe in this moment there will be a breakthrough or something. So please, God, please let them help me, please. I don't want to hate myself a lot. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hate myself. Thank you guys. God bless. And I hope you like the video. I don't expect a lot of people watching this. But if a lot of people watch this, I hope this doesn't trend a lot. Or else my parents would see this. I don't want them to see this. I just hope that maybe right today they're feeling that they should speak to me calmly here. Anyways, I have assignment to do. I have normal curves. Usually I could already understand this lesson, but right now I'm having trouble understanding it. Especially the questions here, I'm having trouble understanding it. Also, usually I know it already, but I guess too much on my head is making me not being able to understand it. But thank you guys for watching though. I will obviously not hurt myself, of course, because God won't want that. He'll get mad. And I'm thankful for God that actually right now I'm able to keep at least my head a bit stable because of Him. But I'm really confused also what to do. But deep inside my heart, I really want to stop school. But it's just hard to escape that. It's just hard to tell them. They said it, but it's hard. I can't trust it yet. I want them to say it to me again with calmness in their voice, without anger. I hope you guys will pray for me that I could be able to do this also. And I hope you guys get something from this video. Maybe there will be another videos of maybe. But thank you guys. I will become rich in the future. I will. It will just be hard. I have to fix this problem first, of course. If I can, I'll give an update, I guess. Bye. Thank you. And God bless always.